Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. So today I'm going to do a couple of trinket trays. Now I have already put some eco resin around the edges of it. I did video that, but I wasn't quite happy with something that I had said. I reacted to a comment that was put on my previous video, and I am not going to do that. I'm not going to justify that person and their comment. So I have started fresh. So I put my eco resin down, and what I'm doing is I want to do a 3D bloom. So I have got my resin just sitting here. I have poured it. I am using, and I will show you what I'm using. I am using Oricon, something like that. So it's 1:1. It was about $75 or something for the 4 litres, which is quite cheap. So I thought I'd give it a try instead of paying double that for my usual brand. Now, it is like B is extremely runny, and A, you can see that, is super thick like honey. So I want to try and do a 3D bloom with it. So we'll see. I may even put some colours. I don't want to do the inks. I'm thinking I might colour my blooms and just try and do something unusual. The reason why I've done the eco resin is because I want these edges to stand out a little bit more than they normally would. So and I really just want to test drive these molds because they are brand new. So I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to mix this for quite some time to make sure it is all mixed in. I have got a little coffee cup heater. So I'm going to sit that, because it's 13 degrees outside. So I'm going to sit that on that, and I'm just going to let it warm up. I'm going to leave it in its tall cup, and I'll let it warm up for an hour if need be and see how I go. My resin does sit outside, so it is quite cold, and I really don't want to fiddle around with water baths and things like that. I really don't have time at the moment to be doing that. So I'm going to sit this on my coffee cup holder to warm it, and then I will come out. I'm going to go and have a coffee and lunch before I have to go out again. So alrighty, so I've mixed up my resin. I've got it sitting on my little coffee warmer. I've also made up some extra resin, and I have done 4 cups of 30 mils each. So in 3 of those cups I am going to put in some mica powder. So I'm just going to wipe my hands here because I might have got a bit of resin on them. So I'm just going to grab my little spoon here, just make sure it's clean, and we are going to just I'm just going to gently move that out of the way. I'm going to bring my little mat over because I really don't want to ruin this top. Hopefully you are in focus. There we go, that's a bit better. So I want to put some colour around the edge, then I'm going to pour the clear, and then I'm going to try and do a 3D bloom. I think that's how I'm going to do it, or I'm going to do 3D bloom and then do it. I'm not sure. I can't remember how I've seen people doing this. So just going to gently get a little bit of this. So this is metallic mica powder. tiny bit more. I don't really want to waste it. Actually, I might try and find a pink that is similar, just so that I am not wasting this colour, because I do want a bit more colour than this in there. I want it sort of opaque. Go. Mix that in and we'll just see. I might try and find just a couple of colours to go on that. Open my little trusty drawer here, so excuse the noise. I will have a pink in here. I think that will be just fine. No, I think the one that I've got, it's hot pink, so probably that one. And take the sticky tape off it because this no longer closes. And I'm just going to grab another stick. And there you go, I'm just going to stick probably out that much on the edge of the stick. Seal that back up again. See how we go with this. That's a bit better. That's more to what I want, and I've still got that metallic in there. Still got that shine, which is really quite pretty. So I'm just going to close the lids on these as I go. And I might put, I'll try and find like a pearly one for my white. So I'll do my blue and my green. So I'll grab a blue. This looks pretty similar to my blue. These are Tekaroos colours as well. So that's Admiral Blue and that's hot pink. And we'll get a green. And then we have turquoise gem. I think that's going to look good with that. And then we will find pearl white. So I'll put a bit of pearl white in with my white. So I won't bore you and mix these on camera. So my resin is still heating up. So I'll get a temperature gauge, I'll check the temperature, and I'll come back when I'm ready to do it all. Okay, so I've set all my colours in there. I'm just about to put my bloom paste in there. So I have it sitting on my bench upside down all the time. So make sure there's not going to get dirt anywhere. And see whether this is going to work. I think I need to open it a little bit more. And I've got 30 grams in each. So I will do 30 grams, 3 drops of bloom paste. There we go, now it's coming out. So 1, 2, and 3. That up, let that settle for a second. And I found a tiny bit of silver metallic as well, mica powder. I'll just pop that back in my little container here and just pop the tiniest bit of the metallic powder into it. So my resin is debubbling itself sitting on the warmer. So it should be nice and clear. I must have lost another one of my little sticks, so I will give these all a really good mix. I'm going to let them sit. They're starting to warm up now. I can feel them warming up. So I'll get that all mixed in, all that mica powder all mixed in. And I just want that to have that silver sparkle in it. And scrape down the sides. There we go, and it's opaque, and it's just got, I don't know whether you can see it, it's just got a shimmer to it. And that's what I want. Now I'm hoping that I am going to have enough for 2 balloons with my 30 grams. So I'll just mix this in. So I've got a bit of the blue mica powder and then some of the metallic. So the bags are Tekaroos, and I'm pretty sure I got them off Temu. Amazon. I've had them for probably 18 months to 2 years. And then the little tiny containers I found recently on Temu. So they're just in the small little containers, and because sometimes I take a little container with me, and the girls at my nail salon actually use my mica powders to do my nails with. So there we go. So I'm going to make sure all these are mixed in. I'll get my temperature gauge, tidy up, and I'll come back. Alrighty, so my resin is quite warm now. I think I might have left it too long, but we will just see how we go. So I'm just going to gently just pull this back over here. Hopefully you are all in focus. I will just get my step to make sure. Yes, you are. There we go. So I am going to take my little sticks out here, and I'm going to sit it back on my little pink thing so that I don't ruin my plastic. That metallic is amazing. So them there. There we go. Scrape that down, make sure that it's all in there. There we go. Now these aren't too hot, but it's the actual resin that has started to heat up. There we are. So I will give these a little torch as well. I'll just give them a little torch. Just make sure, get those bubbles out that I have just put in there. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to pour around there and then put my resin in to push it out, and then I'll do my bloom. So I'm going to get my blue, and I'm going to go around this one first, and then I'm going to go around this one. So hopefully I don't use too much going around this one. And hopefully it will move. So I reckon I'm just going to do about that much. And then I'm going to just come around here. Just pour all this on here. Get it all around it. Cover that white bit. There's a big blob here which I will move. So I'm just going to just cover up this bit. I just want to cover that white. Just get my little stick. There we go. Don't want to waste any of the resin. Scrape that around. Make that edge even. There we go. Let's get it around this one. I'm just going to just push that off to the edge, I think. Just get that blue even a bit. There we go. And that. And tuck that one in the bin. Now we're going to get our pink, and we are going to go over the top. Please, I'm so sorry about the plane going over. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to get that pink and go straight over the top with it. Go around just to make sure it's even. And I'm going to come over this side and I'm going to do the same. Oops. Try and go all the way around with it. Try and get that stream even. Go back around. I'm going to go back around over this one. There we go. Make sure, I just want to try and get them as even as I can. A little bit more over this side. Scrape it out. Get my little scraper. Go. Get it all even around there. There we are. Now hopefully I actually have enough resin in my container to do all this, otherwise I might be in a bit of strife. Pink around there. There we go, that'll do. That one in the bin. And then I am going to add a little bit of a torch. There we go. Going to get that off. Just going to get that pink bit off. Don't want it in there. And I'm going to pour in that one. Oops. Get it even. Goodness me. Pour in this one. Get it around there, get it all even. I will do a top coat. Now I'm just going to give this a hand, just push that over. Push that over there. Get it up over the other resin. There we are, get that moving. See how it's moving? That's what I want it to do. Get this one moving as well. Scrape that in there. Make sure that bottom is even and hope I have enough in there to do my balloon with. That out. Go. I think we're looking pretty good. A little bit more in here. Scrape out the bottom. Now I did mix this as well as I could. So there we are. Don't see anything in there. Get rid of that cup. Get it off my fingers. Now I want to give it a little bit of a torch now. I just want to take those bubbles off it. Now I have never done, I think I've done one, maybe two attempts at blooms. So I want to hopefully get this right. So now we're going to do spiral our white. That. All those bubbles out. Go. I'm going to spiral our white. And then we will spiral our green. Whoops. Get it as even as I can. I don't mind that it's a bit wonky like that. Okay, hopefully I didn't use too much there. That's going to be a very big blob in the center of that one. It is a little bit easier with this container because it does have the struts underneath. Okay, get it out there. And I'm just about done with it, so I'll just make sure my lines are all as thick as each other. and it is moving already. That's pretty exciting. Okay, I'll leave that. I don't want to really touch it. Gonna have a bigger bloom in this one, I think, so I'm gonna go over with my green. And okay, so I'm gonna just go in the line. This is not going to be a thick line around this one. Now, in this one, and there we go. So I'm making the line thicker on this one. Oops, sorry, couldn't quite see what I was doing there. Bring it around. Probably going a little bit too fast then. We'll just go over that bit. Gently drip that in and swirl it around. There we go. That's done. Then I am going to just spray my hands before I pick anything up. Give them a wipe. And then I am going to make a flower. So I'm going to get my little stick, and then I'm just going to bring it out to the edge, like a clock. And then I'm going to do 2 there. Same with this one. Like a spider web. I probably should be cleaning my little stick here. And then we've got this one. Then I'm going to bring it into the center. Oh, that looks pretty already. Now we've got sirens, we've got planes, we've got sirens. It's all happening today. And then I will swirl. Now let's come over here to this one. And we'll do our clock again. In there. And that's that one. And then we will do going the other way. So from the center out, I'm not going anywhere near those other colors. Trying not to anyway. Bring that up. Oops, bounced it. There we go. I don't think my flower's very even, but oops. There we go. I think I have got them all out, and we will give it a swirl. I don't like swirling too much. Oh, how pretty. They look pretty cool. Get rid of that bubble. And there was a bubble over this side here. And bubble there. Might get a toothpick and pop that. I might give it a little bit of a go with the heat gun, just to get it like it's moving, so I just want to get those bubbles out. So I'm just gonna wipe my hands again because I've got resin on them. Let's grab a bit of paper towel and wipe it on the paper towel because there's resin on my cloth that I was about to wipe my hand with. So let's plug me in. That is so pretty. Hopefully it stays like that. Now give it a torch, so excuse the noise. Just going to give it a light torch. Oh, did you see that? I just dropped a bit of something in there. Get out. No, torch. Alrighty, so that is done. I have blown it with a heat gun. I'm not sure whether I should touch it again with a heat gun. I don't really want to move this bloom too much, so I'm just getting it with the torch just to get rid of some of these bubbles. Like, I know that sometimes like you get the little dots and the little holes, which there's some there, but I'm not really going to worry about it. As long as it doesn't all sink to the bottom and look horrible, then we're all good. It is, for me, trial and error. I am still learning, because normally I just do the eco resin where you just pour it in, you put a bit of colour in it, and it's easy. So I thought I would try and go back to working out how to do some blooms and some nice beautiful trays and things instead of the easy stuff. So alright, I'm going to leave this overnight. I want it to set properly. I will come back in the morning. I'll probably have little hands and things because I do have my granddaughters here again, and we'll be back. But look how it's moving. That is so cool. I'm so excited to see whether that outside crackles and whether the inside blooms. So I'm going to leave you and I'll come back later. If I can pause you. Okay, so this is all cured. Now I was hoping to get to it a little bit earlier. I wasn't sure whether I was going to put a top coat, but I'm thinking I'm going to put a black top coat because this is not quite full. So I have got it's shadow grey, and these are Tekaroos ones. So I'm just going to open it up here. So I have had my resin, sorry, I'm just opening it. I've had my resin sitting in on like a little cup, a coffee cup warmer. So I'm just going to put a heaped teaspoon in there, and you can't see me all the way over there. I have got you quite close to what I'm doing because I do have another project off to the side. I'm just going to get an alcohol wipe because I did get, I have used my clear resin for something else before I've coloured it. So I did get it all over my little coffee warmer. So I'm going to give that a quick wipe. There we go, so that I don't ruin it. And going to just mix that up. So I'm unsure about this black, but I do see a lot of people do it and it just makes the other side of it pop. I want these pinks and purples to pop, but the back of it is fantastic. And this resin is quite warm now. It's been sitting for probably about half an hour or so on my little warmer because it is really quite cold outside today. I will cover these because there's another project here that I need to cover as well. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to put my heater mat out because I don't have anything under this So I'm not sure. I might be able to sit it on stands and sit it over the top just to keep them warm. So I'm going to give this a really good mix. Like when you're doing mica powders, scrape down the edges, get it all off, scrape off your spoon, because I can see it sitting on the top of the spoon. I can see it scraping down, see it on the top there where the powder's gone onto the spoon. So I'm just going to give that a scrape. There we go, that's got it. So just move that down. There we go. Just get rid of that and give it a really good mix. I can hit this with the heater gun as well. So, because you're not going to be able to see the back of it, unless it turns out, because then it'll be the back of it that you see. But, like, look at the bloom. That's so cool. I'm hoping that I don't get big, horrible, blobby bits on the other side. So we shall see how we go. There we are. Scrape all that down. I want it totally mixed in. I'm going to do the little one first, in case I don't have enough, because then I will make up some more for the top. So I'm just going to push that across. Go. Like, it doesn't matter too much if it is set on the other side. It's probably preferable that it is set up a little bit more, because then you don't get that indent if you're not moving it fast enough. Because I have had that happen. Just a tiny bit more, I think. That should do it. Get that all the way around to the edges. I don't want the sharp bits. Here we go. There we are, get that around. Bit more. Oopsie, put the bottom of the cup in there. Okay, make sure all that pink and purple is covered. There we are, and I will move it all around with the heat gun as well. So there we go, that's all covered. Hopefully I won't get any sharp bits. There we go, hopefully I haven't just killed it. So pour this on and get it all around it. This has got such a beautiful sparkle in it, this colour. The Tekaroos colours are really nice. And I'm assuming you can still get them on Amazon. I have had them for quite some time. That around that edge there. I want it to go over the edge. There we go. So I will hit this with the heat gun, get all the bubbles out of it, warm up the resin underneath as well, so that it all gets in there and cures properly, because I know that I shouldn't be doing this out in the cold, but I have nowhere else to do it. And there we go. Let's get that all there and way around there. A bit more. And I think that was a perfect amount. There we go. So scrape that all out. I think I did pretty good with that. So there we go. One more little scraping on the other one. Don't want to waste any of it. There we are. As we all know, resin is so expensive, and you don't want to waste a drop. Because a lot of us, we don't get it sent to us or anything like that. We have to purchase it ourselves. Rent that all out. And there we are. So I'm going to clean up. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to cover up my other project. And I will come back tomorrow when this is all set. So hopefully I haven't got sticky fingers, and I will see you shortly. Halfway through the night, that because I had the white, the eco resin around the outside, I might not have any colour at all in these. So devoed, I might not have the edge colour, so we'll just see. So let's pop these out, and they've got a nice little lip on them, and that's what I wanted. There we go. So just gently feed this around. And pop that out, and I'm going to pop the other one out as well. Okay. Get it out from under there as well. And this one, we'll be a little bit quicker doing this one. Pull it down. There we go, pull that down. Right. Molds come out clean. Let's go. So I'm going to stand up on my step and make sure you can see what I'm seeing. And to bring you down a tiny bit. Oops. My husband has taken my clamp that holds my stand. Just going to pause you for a second and fix it. Hopefully we are all good now. So let's turn him over. Oh, that's cool. That is gorgeous. Got a little bit of underflow there, but for a first attempt, oh, look at my bloom. That is cool. And I got the color, and that's what I wanted. Oh, that is so cool. Wow, wow, wow. Look, it bloomed. Would have liked a little bit more colour around there, but for a first attempt at a bloom, that is pretty fabulous. And I'm not minding the colour up there. Alright, the big one. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, 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 wow. I was worried about putting the black behind it, but my god, look at all that colour. It has seeped into here, but that is going to protect it, and that's okay. I honestly don't mind. Wow, look at that. Look at the colours around the edge. That is fantastic. And it all bloomed properly. Wow, that is a keeper. These are going on a stand on show. They are beautiful. Let me know what you think, because I absolutely love them. I got no drips, no nothing. That is just amazing. Wow, 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 wow. There you go. There is my beautiful set. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you so very much for watching. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers, You actually absolutely make my day every time you press that subscribe button. I have 502 subscribers now, which I cannot tell you how much I appreciate every single one of you. All of your lovely comments. Thank you so very much. Let me know what other colors I can be doing, because these turned out amazing. I'm loving the white. Absolutely loving the eco resin around it, because it is made it I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like, it is like I have put the white bit on the top of this and sort of set it in there. So that is just amazing. That I just cannot get over that. So let me know what you think. So hit the like button. Thank you so very much. Thank you, and be safe. I know I've just said goodbye, but I just wanted to make sure that I showed you the edges. Like, how cool are those edges? Hopefully they're not blurred. I can't raise you up because my stand will move again. But I love that. That's such a straight line. Absolutely amazing. I am just loving these tray molds. For anybody that wants them, they're just Temu, and they are beautiful. So thank you again so very much. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think. Be safe.